The days of hauling a massive, punishing magnum up a mountainside or settling for an inaccurate brush gun in the thick timber are officially over. For decades, hunters had to make a brutal choice. You either carried a lightweight rifle that kicked like a mule and suffered from severe barrel whip, or you lugged around a 10-pound platform that completely exhausted you before you even reached your glassing spot. But modern manufacturing and advanced metallurgy, paired with the extremely efficient 6.5 Creedmoor cartridge, have completely destroyed those old compromises. Today, we are breaking down the definitive top 5 all-purpose bolt-action rifles, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. We are looking at the exact platforms that deliver the perfect balance of manageable weight, out-of-the-box sub-MOA, precision, and serious weather resistance to give you the ultimate tactical advantage in the field. If you want more realistic, no-nonsense firearm reviews and ballistic breakdowns, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5 is the Weatherby Vanguard. If you are looking for a rugged, heavy-duty workhorse that prioritizes absolute reliability over modern weight savings, this is your rifle. At its core, the Vanguard runs on the proven Howa 1500 action. We are talking about a massive flat-bottomed receiver with an integral recoil lug. Why does that matter when you are out in the field? It massively increases the rigidity of the stock-to-action bedding compared to a standard tubular receiver, giving you an incredibly stable platform for precision target shooting. When you pair that rigid action with a massive M16-style claw extractor, you get a system that will flawlessly extract a spent case, no matter how fouled up the rifle gets. Weatherby typically equips this model with a 24-inch cold hammer forged barrel. That extra length is a huge tactical advantage for the 6.5 Creedmoor because it allows the powder to fully burn, squeezing out the absolute maximum velocity and extending your effective range. But we have to talk about the real-world trade-offs. The Vanguard is a beast, tipping the scales at roughly 7.8 pounds. Before you even add an optic, it is significantly heavier than its modern competitors. That extra weight is great for absorbing recoil and staying perfectly steady on a cross-canyon shot, but you are going to feel every single ounce if you are hiking steep elevations for days on end. Another drawback is that the base models do not come with a threaded muzzle, which means you cannot easily attach a suppressor right out of the box. If you do not mind carrying a little extra weight for guaranteed durability, the Weatherby Vanguard comes with a manufacturer-suggested retail price starting around $600 to $899. Moving down to number 4, we have the undisputed budget champion of the modern era, the Ruger American Gen 2. If you are looking for maximum return on your investment, this rifle punches way out of its weight class. Ruger absolutely nailed the action on this update. It runs a massive 3-lug bolt with a fast 70-degree throw. That shorter lift means you can run the bolt quickly without racking your knuckles on a large optic. More importantly, it features a 3-position tang safety. That is a premium feature that lets you safely unload the chamber while the trigger remains completely locked, maximizing safety in the field. Out front, Ruger gives you a 20-inch cold hammer forged spiral fluted barrel. That 20-inch length is a sweet spot if you plan on running a sound suppressor, keeping the overall rifle short and maneuverable when you are navigating tight brush. It comes factory threaded right out of the box with a radial muzzle brake. Pair that barrel with a gunmetal gray Cerakote finish, and you have a weather-resistant platform that consistently delivers incredibly tight groups, well under 1 inch at 100 yards, with quality target shooting ammunition. However, we need to talk about where Ruger cut costs to keep the price down. The polymer stock, while highly adjustable for length of pull and comb height, has a noticeably limber forend. If you torque down hard on a shooting sling or load heavy pressure onto a bipod, that forend can flex and contact the barrel, which will absolutely shift your point of impact. On top of that, the detachable AICS style magazines can sometimes struggle to feed the 6.5 Creedmoor cartridge smoothly, and they do not drop free when you hit the release. Despite those quirks, the value is undeniable. The Ruger American Gen 2 carries a manufacturer-suggested retail price of $729. Coming in at number 3 is the Bergara B14 Ridge. If you have been walking the floor at the Western Hunting and Conservation Expo out in Utah or checking out the newest precision rigs at SHOT Show, you know exactly why this rifle is getting so much attention from the custom gun crowd. This platform perfectly blends custom-level precision with factory mass production pricing. The heart of this Bergara is its action, which is a highly modernized and deeply refined clone of the legendary Remington 700 short action. It runs a traditional 90-degree bolt throw with a cone-shaped bolt nose for incredibly smooth chambering, plus an upgraded sliding plate extractor that drastically outperforms the original Remington design. Because it shares that exact Remington 700 physical footprint, you have immediate access to the largest aftermarket ecosystem on the planet. You can effortlessly swap triggers, change optic bases, or drop it into a custom chassis system to build the ultimate rig to defend your home or dominate a precision target shooting match. The real magic is in the barrel. Crafted in the Basque region of Spain, an area famous for premium barrel making, the Ridge gives you a 22-inch button, rifled steel barrel with a slightly heavier number 5 taper. It comes factory threaded, ready for your sound suppressor. Bergara guarantees sub-MOA accuracy right out of the box with factory match grade ammunition. But let us talk about the downside out in the field. The standard Ridge weighs in at roughly 7.2 to 7.4 pounds before you mount your glass. While that extra mass heavily stabilizes the rifle for long-range shots and eats up the already mild recoil of the 6.5 Creedmoor, it makes the Bergara noticeably more fatiguing to carry over steep, rugged terrain compared to the true ultralight mountain rifles. For guys looking to build a heavy precision tack driver, the Bergara B14 Ridge comes in with a manufacturer-suggested retail price between $829 and $969. Taking the runner-up spot at number 2 is the Tikka T3X Lite. When we talk about the absolute gold standard for an ultralight mountain rifle, this is the benchmark everything else is judged against. Sharing DNA with the legendary Sako Firearms Company, the heart of this platform is the action. It uses a robust 2-lug bolt with a 70-degree throw. But what really sets it apart is the glass-like smoothness of its push-feed action. Because the receiver is broached instead of drilled, the internal tolerances are incredibly tight and mirror smooth. You can cycle this bolt from the shoulder faster than almost anything else on the market without any binding, giving you a serious tactical advantage when you need a fast follow-up shot. Out front, it features a cold hammer forged barrel built by Sako. Whether you choose the 20-inch or the 24-inch configuration, the precision is stunning. It effortlessly delivers sub-MOA accuracy right out of the box. Combine that with a single stage trigger that breaks perfectly crisp with zero creep, and you have an incredibly capable setup for precision target shooting. Weighing in at a mere 6.5 pounds, it is an absolute dream to carry if you are racking up miles in the backcountry. But let us talk about the real-world downside, like two guys standing at the range. That lightweight polymer stock is incredibly durable, but it does not soak up recoil very well. The factory rubber recoil pad is notoriously stiff. Even with the mild recoil of the 6.5 Creedmoor, if you want to spend long sessions at the range without fatigue, you are going to want to swap that factory pad out for a premium aftermarket option immediately. Also, the flush-fit single-stack magazine limits you to 3+1 rounds, which is slightly lower capacity than some competitors. For guys who demand elite ultra-smooth performance in a lightweight package, the Tikka T3X Lite carries a manufacturer-suggested retail price between $750 and $850. Taking the #1 spot as the absolute king of the all-purpose category is the Browning X-Bolt Speed. If you want the most refined, perfectly balanced platform right out of the box, without needing a single aftermarket upgrade to dominate the field, this is it. The absolute standout feature here is the action and its short 60-degree bolt throw. While most traditional rifles run a full 90-degree lift, this shorter throw means you can cycle the bolt with lightning speed while keeping a massive amount of clearance between your hand and the ocular bell of a large precision optic. When you are trying to stay on target for a rapid follow-up shot, not slamming your knuckles into your scope gives you a huge tactical advantage. It feeds from a proprietary rotary magazine that lines up perfectly with the chamber, giving you incredibly smooth straight line, feeding every single time. Out front, Browning gives you a 22-inch, heavily fluted steel barrel. That fluting cuts down the forward weight and increases the surface area to cool the barrel down fast during repeated target shooting sessions. It is factory threaded and typically comes with a radial muzzle brake to reduce the already mild recoil of the 6.5 Creedmoor down to almost nothing. The whole package weighs just over 6.4 pounds and is completely wrapped in a smoked bronze Cerakote finish, making it practically impervious to rain, snow, and rust. But what is the catch? The downside to the X-Bolt is its heavily proprietary design. Because it uses that unique rotary magazine and a specific 4-screw scope base pattern, the aftermarket ecosystem is tiny compared to something like the Bergara. If you are the type of guy who wants to endlessly swap triggers and drop your action into a heavy aluminum chassis, this is not the platform for you. For the guy who wants a flawless, weather-resistant performer straight from the factory, the Browning X-Bolt Speed carries a manufacturer-suggested retail price between $1,100 and $1,470. So what do you guys think? Does the Browning X-Bolt Speed truly deserve the #1 spot, or is the Tikka T3X Lite the real king of the mountain? Let me know your top pick down in the comments below. If you want more realistic firearm breakdowns and tactical gear reviews, hit that subscribe button right now. Stay safe, stay ready to defend your home, and I will see you in the next video.